活动快开始了，请大家尽速入座。
Good morning, everyone. I'm today's host for our English section. My name is Olivia Hongminghan. And now, let's welcome our judges to draw the first two teams to determine who will present first. The first team is Please draw the second team.
Musketeer.
Our event will start after 2 minutes.
Hello everyone, welcome to the 12th Environmental Action Forum Finals. I'm today's host Jeremy Wang Yuqian.
And I'm Olivia Hongminghan.
Hey Olivia, have you participated in the Environmental Action Forum?
Yeah, I learned a lot. It was fun but also challenging. Balancing daily life with the new project launch was a huge challenge. Despite the hard work, we loved every minute of it.
Wow, that sounds so interesting. By the way, the Environmental Action Forum has been held for 12 years.
Yeah, I'm so glad that everyone is joining this event and caring about our environment.
Great. And now, we are going to welcome our judges for today's event. Do you know who today's judges are?
Of course. First, let's welcome Professor You Huigong to say hi to everybody. She is from the Department of Public Finance at Fengjia University. Her main contributions are in academic research and the internationalization of higher education. We also especially grateful that she joined us today right after returning from abroad.
Next, let's welcome Professor Lin Yijing to say hi to everyone. He's a well-known scholar in plants and quantitative ecology in Taiwan. She currently serves as a professor and chair of the Department of Life Science in Donghai University.
Finally, let's welcome Ms. Huang Qingyu to say hi to everybody. With a background at Shijie University, she is a versatile communicator, specializing in external communications, event management, and influencer and advocacy marketing.
And now let's take a quick look at today's event. Our first meeting will start at 8:30 and our last meeting will be at 10:30. And our lunch will be start at 11:30 and our closing ceremony will be start at 2 o'clock.
This is our scoring criteria. The judges' score account for 70% of final score, while the team peers evaluations account for remaining 30%.
And this is a detailed description of scoring criteria. Small reminders, please remember to fill out the team peer review form after each team's present.
Next, let's take a look at the things you should know. Each team will have 15 minutes to shine on the stage, and followed by 10 minutes for judges' love and truth. When there is 2 minutes left, you are here a friendly ding. Consider it a gentle nudge from destiny to wrap things up. When the time is up, a bell will ring twice. And yes, that means you must stop, even if you're in the mid-sentence. We don't want to scare you with the bell rings, so please manage your time well.
Finally, to show respect for all participants, please make sure to follow these important reminders. First, turn off your smartphone while others are speaking. Second, no eating or drinking except water in the venue. Third, photos and videos are not allowed except official staff. Fourth, blink or you may miss the prize, so please pay attention to the presentation on stage or you may miss important information. Last but not least, please avoid changing seats during the presentations.
I see. I can't wait to see everyone's amazing presentations.
So, are you guys ready? Yes! Great!
Our event will start at 8:30, and now we have a short break. Please come back to us before 8:30. And the first group can start getting ready.
The first team will start now.
Taiwan is an island surrounded by the ocean, which make our coastal environment extremely important. My grandma lives in Taitung. I visit her every summer, and we always swim at the beach. However, this year, I realized it is full of garbage. It could really use the beach cleaned up. Hey, Jeremy, have you ever participated in a beach cleanup?
Yeah, I joined once with the Society of Wilderness in Junling. And I also think that the beaches in Taiwan needs to be cleaned up.
Then, how amazing! Could you share an experience?
Of course. Well, there was an overwhelming amount of garbage. Some of it was buried deep in the sand, which made it very difficult to remove. Because we only had an hour to clean, there still was a lot left.
That's really concerning. We all need to do our part to protect the environment.
Let's dive in and learn more together.
Let's welcome Don't Bet, Don't 2.0 Ocean Protect.
Hello everyone, we are Don't Bet, Don't 2.0.
From awareness to action.
A 21 days plastic reduction habit challenge.
Who are we?
We have loved going to the ocean since we were little. We went to clean up the beach every year, and we found out that ocean waste hurt the animals around us. And the most serious problem is ocean waste hurt the food chain. So, what we did in our Dumping Zone 1.0. Our project started with children, because we think education is just like planting a seed.
What did we do?
Our teaching materials made by ocean waste. For example, we use a box to make a turtle model. And we use a fishing net to make a fishing rod. Also, we make a PPT about ocean knowledge and a short videos. This is the ocean waste monster in our drama. We went to 6 kindergartens in total and impressed 393 kids and their families. We also went to a university to share our ideas and went on stage and advocate to the public. We went to Yilan LD community to transform waste into art. Is this the end?
Of course not.
Dumping Zone 2.0 is going to start. What happened on this t-shirt? It had 2 C's on it. We're not meant to do it, but the truth is, t-shirt got damaged. Just like people threw trash into the ocean. They're not on purpose, but the truth is, ocean got polluted.
First, we went to Yilan Beach Cleanup Festival. We stand on the stage and still use our teaching materials. Kids think the game is very fun, the same, the environmental protection knowledge. Next, we went to Lincoln. We let little children beach clean up and still use our teaching materials.
That's it.
Of course not. Observation. We went to fish market and talked to people. The accent about ocean waste and environmental protection. Many people directly understand the problem, but most of them sometimes forgot to bring a reusable item. What do you think, Ms. Fisher?
Plastic bottle.
And what do you think in black bottle?
Plastic bag.
So, we solve the problem. People understand, but they forgot. Awareness alone is not enough. So, how can we change it? We create a new plan, a 21-day plastic reduction habit challenge. There are 4 steps. Step 1, check. We use ocean waste drop to catch people's attention. Step 2, join. We ask people to join our 21-day challenge. Step 3, check. We use light to check in every day. Step 4, solidify. When people finish 21 days, they will likely to build a good habit. First step, a check. We made our own ocean waste drum. It is made with no foam. And we play music and perform. Attract and advocate. We went to beyond the circle of security economy explore. We parade on the street and ask people to join us. And we are the first children stand on this stage.
In our second stage, we also create a 21-day plastic reduction habit challenge. Students join this program and try to reduce plastic use in their daily life. This is a picture that we share our ideas to the National Taiwan University students.
Hey, excuse me, Hey guys, can I please borrow you guys some minutes to
No, we
share
don't
my...
have any time. Oh, nothing. We have a lot of time.
Thanks a lot. So we found that couples are more likely to listen to us. We also promote our ideas in Taipei Wanfang High School and Dabiwei Platform Beach in Keelung and invite them to join our light community. For Dabiwei Platform Beach, we also join beach cleanup with Rethink. Our third stage, digital moment light community. First, they need to scan the QR code to join our light community. Then they can fill the Google form and help the earth with us. To encourage people successfully complete 21-day habit challenge, we create some reward. For 7 days, they can get a static line stickers. For 14 days, they can get an animated line stickers. And for 21 days, they can get a hot pot meal gift card. In our live community, participants can share their actions and upload their photos. We will also share videos or some articles about ocean waste. At first, we create a line community. We also record a video to welcome the participants. We will tag them if they forgot to fill the Google form. At the end, we also record a video to congratulate the finisher. So for our first round, there were 77 people joined, and the most people choose to use less plastic utensils. The total estimated reduction is 779 single-use plastic items, and the total CO2 reduction is 94.12 kilograms, which means people can save the energy by driving car from Taipei to Pingdong. For our second round, the most people choose to use less plastic bags. The total reduction is 215 single-use plastic items, and the total CO2 reduction is 24 kilograms.
Real-world impacts. First, we went to Yilan, where we used canoe to collect floating trash from the river. This experience shows that pollution is not only found in the ocean, but also in the river. We also learn the differences between beach cleanup and river cleanup. For example, beach cleanup has more kind of trash than the river cleanup, and river cleanup takes more teamwork. Next, we went to the second Children and Young Action Forum, where we talk what we do and share our ideas to the Minister of Environment. We don't just speak to Taiwanese, we also speak to foreigners. This picture is we went to beach cleanup with a student from Vienna. He lived in a land country and he never know there's so many trash on the beach. And these two pictures is we went to advocate to a foreigner. We cooperated with Airbnb operators. We share our 21-day taxi reduction happy challenge and ask them to put our QR code on the wall. We also cooperated with Captain Iron. This cooperation let us have more chance to advocate to people. Next, we cooperated with Rethink. We went to beach cleanup with them and advocate to people. We also share our 21-day taxi reduction heavy challenge, and we learn the skill. That is, we pass the trash from one to another. We find the differences between our beach cleanup and Rethink's beach cleanup. In our team, we use ICT form, which is good for long-term comparison and data analysis. And Rethink's they store trash into recyclable and non-recyclable, which is good for quick public participation.
We don't just use ocean waste drums to attract people. We also use the ocean waste drums to perform at nursing homes. The elderly people enjoyed the music and played the ocean waste drums with us. We also shared our ideas at a Rotary Club event. We raised $100,000. And we encourage more people to reduce single-use plastic items to protect the ocean. We went to an uninhabited island in Hong for a beach cleanup. Look at these before and after pictures. Did the trash really decrease?
Not really.
This proves that beach cleanup isn't enough. We need to reduce plastic at the source. We used the ocean waste balls on the island and made 27 ocean waste drums. We donate them to local schools. Can everyone see the difference?
Drooling octopus.
Let's watch a short video. And this octopus has been reported on the news. This map shows where we took action across northern Taiwan. This is our results. We held 12 offline events and reached 1,452 people. We reduced about 1,000 plastic items and 118 kilograms of CO2. And we raised $100,000 to deal with the trash on the uninhabited island in Hong. We found out that in-person activities create strong impression, while digital land community has more database and it's easier to spread information more quickly. We believe that both methods is the best way to let people know our project.
Our total budget was $9,700, and it was fully self-funded. This project proves that small actions can make big difference. Although we faced challenges, such as road time, we grew a lot and became more confident. Our next step is to create an app instead of the land community to let it become more user-friendly. Our mission is
From awareness to action.
from actions to habit.
We don't just clean the ocean. We build habits that protect it. We are Don't Let Go 2.0. Thank you for listening.
Now, let's welcome our judges to give us some advice.
Okay, you guys do a great presentation. My comment also related to the question. So this project is an excellent example of youth-led environmental action and that successfully moved from the awareness to tangible behavior change. And its greatest strength lies is creativity, deep communication, engagement, and focus on building sustainable habits rather than one-time advocacy initiative. So, because you have your reflection and outcome, so I'm going to ask you, how will you determine whether participants have truly developed a lasting plastic reduction habit rather than temporarily change their behavior during the 21-day challenge? Because you just have 40% of the habit formation. So this is my question.
Okay. I'm quite impressed. So it's an excellent project, and you got you cover different aspects of this project. But I do have the same concern with Professor Yo. Okay, so I was wondering if you still keep in touch with the people who joined the 21 activities. You do have the line groups, right? So are you still contact them? I was wondering, you are planning a long-term follow-up, maybe like talk to them after a year or 2 years, and then to see if they really build a habit. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm really impressed because from the list of your action, I was worried if you have time to study because you're very, very busy. My question is mainly, I'm just curious because you said you have a line community, and the first year you have 77 people join the 21-day habits challenge, and then the next action you have 52 people. So there is a decrease of the number of people participating. But when there's a decrease, is there a problem? Why there's a decrease? I suppose you do a lot of actions, they should be increased. I said, oh, why there's a decrease? I was just curious. And then why do you want to put line into the app? Because I thought if your line is being successful, you should continue. Why do you want to turn line? Is there some problem of using that line app that people have feedback saying it's not very user friendly? So that's my question.
Please, you can return to your seat.
I will answer the first question. Why will we turn line into to the APP. Because we think that we need to count the people on it, and we need to see if they fill the Google form every day. And if we have the APP, we can know that the APP will know which people has not filled in the Google form.
Automation.
In our line community, we will send message by ourselves every day. So if it turns to the APP, we can technology can help us send the message. So we don't need to use lots of time to finding articles and videos.
I will answer the second question. How can we track them usually build a good habit? After 21 days and next month, we will have a Google form and we can check them.
After 21-day challenge, we will also send a Google form to check them. Are they still doing this good habit?
And if they didn't build this good habit, we can let them to try again, to go into our line community again and do 21 days again.
And there's a difference between our first round and our second round. Actually these two rounds is not the same people. So the first round we went to university. For our first round, the most people are university students. And for our second round, it's the people from Society of Wellness and Rethink. So that's not the same people.
Okay, and I will answer question number 1. Why we will get the 40%? And thank you for your question. And that is, we use the people that finish our 21-day habit challenge divided by the people that join our group. So we get it 40%.
Any questions? We will share what we learned in our second year.
I very like this ocean restaurant because I like music and we think music don't have language barrier. That is a good to catch people's attention and they will listen to us.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
What is it you like the most?
Sorry.
What is it you like the most that you have this passion for it? Is there something you feel really happy when you think about the action you do? Can you share with me your favorite memory of all the entire actions? You have so many happy memories.
And I think the most happiest is we make the ocean waste strong by ourselves. And we have the good memories at there because we do it together. And
It can attract people with us. And because building didn't have very barriers.
This is an ocean restaurant and it has different color. It's because this is a clothes we don't need and we will put on
Fiberglass.
And we use this as the logo and we cut it in half.
and this rope is we use also clothes to make it.
I think the best memory for me is joining beach cleanup with Rethink, because I can learn how they lead the public and people to do beach cleanup. And I can see, I thought they're just the Society of Wellness No Beach Cleanup, but in Rethink, there's like friends go beach cleanup together and families. So I think it's really
My best memory is we make the 21-day testing with Dr. Tabby Chan. And because we learn how to make a light community and make it work.
Making a teamwork. Thank you.
Hey Olivia, how are you doing?
Junel is a group of teenagers from Taipei promoting reduce waste practices. They want to do this by reducing everyone's plastic usage. Come join them.
Well, this is quite difficult to complete, right?
Yeah, I understand. Building habits is not easy.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I will give it a try. It will definitely help the environment.
Even though one person's effort may seem small, we can still make a difference and influence others. Just start little by little.
Your good habits help create a better environment.
And now let's welcome our judges to draw the third team to share their project.
Guardian team.
The third group is Cat Post Guardian team. And now we have a 5 minutes break. And please, the second team can start get ready.
Start. Please, back to your seats. Thank you. Coffee and tea shops are very popular in Taiwan. Do you often buy drinks?
Of course, I usually grab a coffee from Lisa before school.
I prefer going after class. And I always remember to bring my own cup, even if I don't get a discount. Do you?
Not really. I prefer convenience.
Well, it's not just about the discount. BYO can save a lot of energy.
What does BYO mean?
It means bring your own cup. It's actually quite common in many countries.
Wow, that's so impressive that they are able to achieve such a cool thing.
I know, right? And now let's see if this group could change your mind.
Let's give them a big hand to welcome the Musketeers.
$400 billion. That is how many tons of plastic we produce each year. Look, this number doesn't even fit on the screen. Taiwan alone uses 4.5 billion disposable beverage cups each year. Stacked on top of one another, they're as tall as 132,000 Taipei 101s. One of the main contributors to this atrocity is Louisa Coffee, and that's where our story starts. I'm Claire.
I'm Johan. I'm Rosin. I'm Shuhan. I'm Zini.
And we are
The Musketeers.
So, Louisa Coffee. Taiwanese started and owned and arguably the most popular coffee shop on the island, with 510 stores. It's also popular in other Asian countries like Thailand and Singapore. A true source of national pride. But wait, can we really be proud of this, and this, or this? We went to a ton of Louisa shops, and every store we walked in, we saw disposable beverage cups, which raises the question, why are people still using disposable cups when they're clearly dining in? All the workers we interviewed gave us the same answer, which is that their store policy dictates they can only hand out mugs to customers when the dine-in drink is hot. Even worse, some Louisa shops do not provide mugs at all, and that doesn't make sense to us.
Previously, we started the Comfort Catastrophe movement with a broad target audience. We walked around the streets with our own self-made posters, asking people to please bring their reusable utensils and please ask for reusable utensils when they dine in. We also did some outward sourcing and collaborated with Fridays for Future Taiwan, the Taiwanese branch of Greta Thunberg's Green Blood movement. We attended their climate education sessions at various events and schools, reaching multiple local students as well as international university students. We also collaborated with them on an event in Grand Park in Taipei, leveraging our talents as well as our connections to news media outlets to reach a wider range of audience on YouTube and Facebook.
And most importantly, we received very valuable feedback from judges last year. The main criticisms were that our goals were not specific and measurable enough, and that the movement needed to be sustainable and impactful in the end.
The idea is that the result of the catastrophe movement should be built and continued. Even if and when many of our core group members sitting up here right now stop participating or leave the community. So this year, we worked on making our movement more meaningful. Instead of expanding the movement at surface level, we decided to dig deeper. We began narrowing down the problem and continue what we started previously. Communication with the result culture itself. Let's take a look at last year's goals compared to what we did this year. Last year, we strived for a signature and partnership to spread awareness. And this year, we continue that goal by creating questionnaires and continue partnership with Fridays for Future and collaborate with new organizations. More on that later.
We also fulfilled our goal of expansion by having our friends from Singapore join us.
As for last year's long-term goals, we changed Louisa's policies. And this year, we attempted to contact Louisa via email, Facebook, calls, etc. And well, we'll see.
Without further ado, to start off, we extended the project to Hsinchu. We held monthly meetings online and set monthly goals for all of us to work toward. We want to know more about Louisa's for their customers and their shopkeepers. So we created 2 online questionnaires, one for the shopkeepers and one for the customers. There are 2 important questions in this questionnaire. The first one is, do you know that some Louisas provide reusable cups for dining customers? As you can see, almost 70% of them didn't know about this. So that was the course of our last year's work. The other question is, now that you know Louisa provide reusable cups, will you use it when you're dining in? The result shows that more than 60% of them will use it when dining in. And 90% of them still bring and use their own cup. Only 16% of them still say no. So this course shows 2 important messages. The first one is, it is important to ask Louisa to provide reusable cups when dining in, because many people will use it. And the other is, it is essential for the clerk to ask their customers whether they like to use the utensil or not, because more than 40% of them will use the reusable cup only when the clerk asks them. After learning from the questionnaire, we started to contact the headquarters of Louisa by calling or messaging. We want to share our findings and some suggesting ways they can change their policies for the better. But we didn't get any replies. After 2 weeks without any replies, we started to contact the Louisa shops around our life circle. Like we went to the shops or calling or messaging. Even though many of them still didn't reply us, we found some friendly shopkeepers who are willing to work with us.
For example, we collaborated with the Wanfang Hospital and Xinyi Ocean branches in Taipei for an Earth Day event. On April 22nd, before April 22nd, we made some handmade keychains using natural seeds, and we gave these keychains to 2 stores before April 22nd. And on April 22nd, which was a Wednesday, we let these 2 shops run their own Earth Day events. So customers who entered these 2 stores and either used reusable utensils or brought their own reusable utensils or filled out our questionnaire got these handmade keychains from us. This event was a success as both the shopkeepers from those 2 shops told us that the keychains ran out very fast. However, since the work schedules for these 2 shops were very busy, the shopkeepers were not able to tell us a concrete amount of results or how many people switched to using reusable utensils. So next time, we would like to recontinue this event on a day where we can be present, and so that we are able to look at the change in customer behavior or the lack of change in customer behavior.
In Hsinchu, we went to the Jiahong Bridge, collecting people feedback about using reusable utensils when dining in, and trying to talk to their shopkeepers, but she was too busy to work with us. Even calling didn't make it success. During the preliminary contest, the judges gave us many ideas on how to get closer to our goals. One of them is contact the Ministry of Environment. So we tried to write 2 letters to their mailbox, addressing our findings and suggestions. They did reply us, but their reply sounds disappointing, as it's a little bit too scripted and too official.
Another piece of helpful advice we received from the judges was to try and contact Luisa's higher-ups and aim for a top-down integration. We managed to get in contact with their spokesperson, who asked us to send him an email, and he said he would relate it to their operations manager and set up a meeting for us. Of course, we quickly sent the email, but weeks went by and he finally replied saying he never received it. Immediately, we sent another one along with several follow-up messages, and again, he just never replied to us. So we can only assume that, unfortunately, at this time, Luisa Coffee Shop headquarters are unwilling to make changes.
But that did not stop us. Remember our website from last year and our outward sourcing from last year? We continued both of these. On our website, we expanded it and integrated eco-friendly Luisa shops and shout them out on our website. By doing this, we hope that we can incentivize other Luisa stores to become more eco-friendly so that we can promote them on our website. Not only that, we also did more outward sourcing by collaborating with the We Can sharing platform. So me and Claire, we went on this podcast to share our story and get more third-party feedbacks.
We were also invited to speak on sustainability on a national education radio show. And as you can see, even though some of our movements weren't super successful this year, we're still really proud of all our accomplishments, and we cannot wait to see what we can accomplish next year.
Last Thursday, we sum our future plans up into 3 main points. The first is that since the last Thursday event wasn't very successful, we'll switch to directly promoting with customers. Since the Thursday was on a school day, we only post QR code on table and wheel, so few people look. Next time, we'll find a regular day where we can all be present. The second is to find more franchise stores to cooperate in promoting dining month. Since they are more open to collaboration and have more flexible policies, if we find success in changing the policies for franchise stores, we'll extend to corporate stores and hopefully eventually Luisa headquarters. We will also like to find more groups to cooperate with and expand to more counties and cities. Hopefully, we'll maintain the momentum we had this year and continue expanding these projects throughout Taiwan.
Of course, our ultimate long-term goal is to change the Luisa and turn it into an eco-friendly chain store that we can be proud of.
In total, we spent $460 on materials for the keychains, and since they're made of natural seeds, they're also sustainable. Remember to sip sustainably. Thank you.
Now let's welcome our judges to give us some advice.
It's good to see you guys again. I think my question is, there are 2 questions, because the first you said your goal this year is to expand, but you stick to the Luisa. You have like this very focus on Luisa. What about other brands or other companies or other places? would you consider if, because you already showed that Louisa headquarters is now really interested in this, and it's great you work with local stores, but maybe you should consider something besides Louisa? Have you ever discussed about that? That's the first question. Second is that you said you're going to expand your action. Do you have a specific goal for what you're going to achieve this year?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. I think I like the framework of your project, and then I think it thinks through very clearly. It's a very good logic flow. So I like your project, but I do have the same concern with Ms. Huang, because the success of your project is really not. It depends on yourself. It depends on the attitude of this Louisa, the higher level management mentality. So I don't think it's kind of it is kind of unfair to you guys, right? Because you do all the hard work, but your success really depends on something else. So I think that's actually a very good suggestion that you may consider other brands. Maybe think of some goals which the success depends on your action only. Okay, so you only can determine the outcomes. But I still acknowledge your hard work and then your determination. You know that there's a Louisa on the campus. It's on the second campus in Doha University. Maybe you can try there.
I think we have the same question and concerns, because this your project primarily focus on the influencing Louisa coffee and its individual storefronts. So however, the reusable utensil adoption is often constrained by operational cost, and also staff workload, and the strict hygiene standards, and overall business efficiency. So this is probably that's why Louisa headquarters do not reply to you directly, because they have their concern and constraint. So how was the team accountant for this specific challenge from the perspective of the private business? You probably think on their side and see whether you can doing the customer awareness, because we can bring our cup to the Louisa coffee store, not from the Louisa side. So you probably switch your the project thinking promoting the customer, because you have your Earth Day, right? So you probably can encourage customer bring their own cups or ask the club to provide the reusable cups. That's my question and concern.
For the last question, we have actually tried to put ourselves in the Louisa's headquarters shoes. We have interviewed the Xinyi Wuxing branch's store manager, like on television. We interviewed them, and their reply to us was that because of COVID, they switched to non-reusable utensils, and after that, it was really hard for them to switch back because of workers. The lack of workers, or like the lack of space. So that's their reasoning. And we also asked them to gather data for us to see if there was a change in, or increase or decrease in the use of reusable utensils, but we didn't really get a reply. So, yeah.
And promoting to customers was actually our main focus last year. And this year we were just hoping to add on to that by trying to focus more on the stores. But maybe we'll start focusing more on the customers in the future. And as for if we want to work with other stores, we originally focused on Louisa because it seems to be the most not eco-friendly coffee store. So we can definitely consider trying to collaborate with other stores.
For example, when we were doing field research, we went to other coffee shops like Starbucks, And we saw that Starbucks already has full-on integration of reusable utensils when people dine in. So our focus is on dining in and the single-use utensils when you dine in. So we wanted to focus on Louisa more because Louisa didn't have that fully.
We're also trying to go to a different kind of Louisa stores this year because we changed our site to the stores. So we're thinking about going to different kind of stores, like from the bottom to the top, because the top headquarters didn't answer us, so they didn't think it's a problem right now. But if we can do from the bottom, maybe it's a chance.
And from the bottom, we mean the franchise stores first, because the franchise store, they're not actually limited to the actual Louisa policies. So they're more flexible with the policies, and these policies are more susceptible to change. So if we can change those first, then we could maybe influence the other corporate stores slowly and slowly.
One recommendation for communicating with the headquarters. I used to work for communications team, handling those emails. I call them hacker emails. Because when I just read some of the content when you write those letters to the headquarters, you're more about questioning what they do, they're giving you answers. Feels like you're their teacher, feels like you're recommending them. It feels like you can feel the negative vibe from reading these emails sometimes. So for us, when I was working for corporation, our tactic is cool it down. If we start answering them, hope they're not coming again. That's our strategy in the past. So usually with their email that we say, oh, maybe we can consider to pass forward to another department to handle, is that when the student body sending emails saying that we have a project and we have designed a program easy for you to involve. Would you like to join? These are the type of email that we will answer and share to the other group. But if you're sending us email saying, oh, this is what you do, we usually will pass it on to legal department, say, hey, do we have any legal department here? If no, we will not answer the email. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's a very good suggestion. Also, I was thinking, if somebody comes with some media like that, I will willing to be cooperating with the team. So maybe you stand with think from the Louisa's perspective. How can we help them? So we are trying to find a win-win solution, right? So maybe one suggestion for you is that I wonder if you ever heard about ESG report these days. So all the big companies, they are working with this ESG report, which may help them to get a better, we call them green finance, right? So it's easier for them to get benefit from the financing from the banks. So, and a lot of companies are looking for the ESG solutions. So maybe you guys can maybe think for them. So can you divide some kind of ESG project for Louisa to work with you? So in this way, you help with the company as well. So you help them, and then you also help your project. So maybe that's another way to think about this.
We have started some research on this, because since this is a really long-term project, we've done some research of renewable companies like Shinkanbe companies, so that they could collaborate with. For example, I'm pretty sure a company called Good to Go collaborates with McDonald's, so we could maybe set them up together and make it easier for them to switch to a more eco-friendly store.
Actually, in our email, we were just hoping to maybe meet with them to ask them some questions. We weren't actually trying to force any policies on them. So yeah, I would apologize for any negative.
Thank you.
Jeremy, guess what? I bought a new water bottle.
Wow, it looks so great, but what's the reason?
I was really impressed by the presentation, and I want to contribute more to help the environment.
Wow, good for you. That will definitely benefit the environment.
Of course. So, a bottle a day?
Yeah, let's do it.
And now we have a 5 minutes break. Please come back to us in 5 minutes.
Thank you. Please back to your seats. Thank you. Our event is going to start. Please back to your seats. Thank you. Hey Olivia, do you know any fun facts about cats? I only know that they are fluffy and cute.
Well, I know that some people call them creatures of the night. That is because stray cats are often outside hunting at night.
I remember last night I to hunt, but an interesting thing that my biology teacher told me is that they are getting wilder, leading to stray cats having shorter lives due to their lack of homes and food.
That's really sad. What can we do to help them?
I heard about a group called the Cat Post Guardian team that is working on this issue.
Let's welcome the Cat Post Guardian team to share their ideas.
Our action forum, pause and
Science, a future for every stray cats and wild animals. Hi everyone, I'm Red Panda. Our group is Cats Paws Guardian Pink, together with my amazing pigmates.
I'm Momoko. I'm Sakura. Where we take action. Once in our school, when there's junior high school, there's a chocolate cake. And inside we found a female cat and some little cute kittens. This is a start where we found a problem of stray cats living on the street. So we started to investigate. We found that the number of stray cats in our community is increasing. Near our school is Guangdong Nature Park, and in part of wetland inhabit for many precious species. However, a lot of people is feeding stray cats nearby. This may increase stray cat potential threat to wildlife.
Now I'm going to introduce a method to reduce the numbers of stray cats. TMVR or TMVA. T is for trap, N is for neuter, V is for vaccinate. The only difference is the last letter, while R is for return, and A is for adopt.
This is our action categories. Category 1, research and investigation. It is into 4 main aspects. First, we observed the wildlife attacks in Guangdong. We found that since stray cats are attacking birds has moved their nest higher, and the wildlife has become more cautious and shifted their activity times to late afternoon or early morning. Next, we observed the public feeding in Guangdong area. We found that there are a lot of people feeding stray cats. Some people even open their car trunks, like this picture, to feed stray cats. This is a big problem because first, feeding can make stray cats gather and they'll breed more. Second, feeding can increase stray cats' potential energy to attack wildlife. Third, we observed the living status of stray cats. We found that most of the cats in Guangdong are not neutered. This is also a big problem because without neutering, they can breed more. This will lead to a long-term increase of stray population. Lastly, we observed the local stray cat caretakers in Guangdong. We found that while some only provide food, others support TNVA and TNVR. Because these caretakers are more trusted by stray cats, they are more easily to trap these cats to do TNVR and TNVA. But in online discussion every week, for new discovery we have noticed. Sometimes in our discussion, we could even find new information that can help us in our action. We also discuss problems you're stuck in or the action we're doing. Categories 2, connecting with resources. At February 19 to February 24, we connect with the animal protection group, such as Walking for Animal and Support Animal Support Group. They respond positively and give us some advice. After that, we had an online discussion with Support Animal Support Group. We learned about their action and core ideas. This communication gave us a more focused direction in our future action. After connecting with Support Animal Support Group, we decided to organize a joint exhibition at Guangzhou Junior High School. We used banners, posters, and pictures to let the students see more closely about our ideas. We also made students visit during guidance class. This exhibition aimed to raise awareness among students about stray cats and their impact on wildlife. We also contacted the director of Guangdong Nature Park. He told us the stray cat is already affecting the ecosystem. Birds build nests higher, and little animals become more cautious. Since Guangdong Nature Park is an important wetland, this issue is becoming more serious. We also contacted the shelter to understand their current issue. On the 2026 April to June, we visited some animal shelters and cat adoption-focused restaurants. We found that in Bali shelter, a lot of cats have been abandoned for minor reasons, like divorce. And despite the shelter's warmth, they also face some challenges made by sellers who oppose adoption advocacy. Meanwhile, we also visited some animal-focused restaurants. In these restaurants, they have space for cats to socialize with potential attractors, and they have strict rules so that cats can find safe and warm homes. But they also face a high-cost challenge made by both the cats and the restaurants.
We made an interview with Sandra Wu on February 27th. He is an expert on pets and helped a lot of stray cats.
During the interview, he told us some of his experiences of the treatments and gave us some advice on our actions to improve it.
Category 3, Action and Implementation. On April 22nd, we decided to host a lecture. We contacted a support animal support group again, inviting them to come to our school to speak to our students. The speakers talked about how cats and dogs came to exist, the differences between native and non-native species, and also about some methods having safety. We think our lecture is very successful, so we decided to start a club. Our club's goal is to let more people understand the harm of stray animals and to start their own action to help stray cats in a more responsible way, and also to know what actions we're doing and join us. To make our club more widely known, we had a Legion class promotion. We visited various classes to promote our club. The reaction we received is that most of the students said that they never considered the problem of stray cats, but after hearing about it, they felt very sad and wanted to help. Summer vacation board game. On the summer vacation, we decided to develop our own board game. Our board game is a similar relationship between human, stray cats, and wildlife. Here is one of our board games, Balance of Nature, and here is the game rules.
Now I'm going to introduce the games we are working on. Now the games we are working on are Tennis Box and Stray Cat Poker Battle. Through these games, we hope to let the players think deeply about how wildlife feel and have to constantly hide from stray cats, yet the ecological awareness and empathy. We present our project in our school club. In our school, Nava Elementary School and Guangzhou Junior High School, we use PowerPoints and videos to share our project, to let the students know this problem is actually a big thing to
Online exchange with Japanese students. On March 9th and March 11th, we had an online exchange with Japanese students. We talked about Taiwan's stray cat issue and its harm on wildlife, and also about some methods Taiwan is doing, such as TNBA, TNDR, adoption instead of buying pets, microscoping, and public education. The Japanese students gave us some of their thoughts what their communities are doing and some suggestions on our actions. We cooperated with an animal shelter to care for urban kids. Since planning to be followed back every few hours, we communicate with an animal shelter and go to the home to feed them, keep them warm, and monitor their health. Through this experience, we learned the importance of patience and responsibility. We also created and managed a Facebook page to share our progress and raise awareness among stray cats. We post updates, photos, and useful information to encourage more people to help and protect stray cats. We also created awareness videos on YouTube to share our message about stray cats. With storytelling and visuals, we are made to let more people understand the situation and encourage them to take care of the situation. Categories for awareness and advocacy. This is our club class core. Now I'll introduce part of our special lessons. The Taipei Animal Shelter visit. During the visit, we asked the students to observe the animals' living conditions, such as cleanliness, sleeping area, water supply, or whether overcrowded problem. We also wanted them to think about whether a shelter felt like a real home, or just an overcrowded temporary space. Exposure learning. We created an impressive classroom activity. Students will place as professing owls that are often turned by stray dogs. With blindfold and sound effects, they felt the stress and fears what an animal may face. Through this experience, students gained a better understanding both about life and animal welfare. Community outreach. The 45 Shop Good Action. We visited the 45 Shop near Guangzhou Junior High School. We introduced the issue of stray cats in the community and explained how stray cats can affect the ecosystem. We also shared some possible solutions, such as TNBA or TNBR. Some of the shop owners told us they had seen stray cats in the area and are interested to hear more about the issue. We conducted an interview with cat cafe owners to learn more about how they take care of cats and how they support animal welfare. During the interview, we asked about their daily work, the challenges they face, and their thoughts about stray cats issue. During this interview, we learned that there is different ways people can contribute to improving the life of stray cats in our community. Interviewing local cat caretaker, we invited a local caretaker who supports TNBA and TNBR to come to our school to speak with our students. The speakers talk about her efforts taking care of stray cats. She does a human tracking page like this one, and also heard the stories of the cats and dogs she has helped before. She also told us an important thing. TNBA is the most we wanted to do, because then they can give the stray cats a home. But sometimes when an animal is too fierce, no one wants to adopt them, they need to return them back. Advocating for stray cats. We advocate for stray cats using banners and posters to explain TNBA and TNBR. We also warn against feeding and abandoning stray cats. Most of our passers-by stopped, listened, and gave us feedback, and some even gave us the food they had planned for the stray cats. And realizing there was a better way to help strays, we think our advocating is very successful.
The radio drama. We recorded a radio drama by using distinct voices. Squeaky half for mouse, deep professional for doctors, highlighting stray cats and wildlife struggles. We emphasize solutions like TNBR, TNBA, and adoption. By sharing it on social media, we reach more people, raise broad awareness of the issues and actions to take.
在故事开始之前，先来听听妈妈知识补充小站吧。叮咚，妈妈知识补充小站开始。
During 2 weeks, our video have been viewed by over 150. Our challenge and actions. During our actions, we face fellow challenge interaction and teamwork. At the beginning, we didn't have a clear action. We wanted to try TNBR by capturing stray cats. But still realized it was very difficult. The main problem is we couldn't catch them. Cats are very hiding, and if people are feeding them, they rarely come near. At the same time, our teammates have some disagreements, and this makes things a bit awkward. But instead of giving up, we started trying seeing things in another way and find a new action and interaction can do. Our achievement and impact. We let the school and one community understand the harm of feeding strays and starting to support TNBA and TNBR. We let the students at our school join the club and start taking their own action. By visiting 45 local shops, we increase our visibility. Our biggest impact and hope is that more people understand the harm of feeding strays and start to support TNBA and TNBR. We hope to expand this awareness across Taiwan. By recording the radio drama, we can know more about the social media and increase our visibility into the internet. By educating the public can know more about not feeding strays and support TNBA and TNBR. And by collaborating with the shelter, we can look more deeply into the shelter's challenge and its environment.
To sum up, our journey shows that small actions can create big changes. From school lessons to 45 local shops, we share our vision, plans, and promises, from awareness and real action. Our promise is simple. We won't stop until every stray cat has a home and every wildlife is safe in nature. Thank you for joining us to protect wildlife and stray cats.
Feeding isn't kindness, it is more suffering. Thank you for listening to our project, and thank you for your support. We are Cat's Paws Guardian Team.
Now let's welcome our judges to give us some advice.
Very good. I'm impressed by the amount of work you have done. So you have spent a lot of efforts doing a great job. So I think you have been doing a lot. Which of the actions you took do you think is most effective? And then one more question. If you find one specific action to follow up, which one will you choose?
Yeah, also very impressive, and you took a lot of actions. And so the team demonstrated exceptional initiative through the deep research, innovation education tool, and create a sustainable school cup. So by successful transform awareness into experimental learning, this initiative has already left a significant education footprint. So I will suggest you, in addition, you probably think about the long-term impact evaluation, like the Professor Lin, she mentioned, which strategy or which tools you think is most impactful. So it has outstanding potential to serve as model for user animal welfare action. So you can think about the long-term evaluation measurement.
Thank you for your presentation. I love cats. When I see the photo, I love it very much. My question is, you mentioned about how difficult it is to really drive neuter, get cats to be neutered, right? But I still just like saying that, Professor Lin and Yo, it's like, I wonder what's your goal at least for this year? Like, how many cats you want to save, or do you have a specific measurable goal that you want to achieve this year? That's my first question. Second is that, how do you do this as a long-term thing? Because it seems like only 3 of you do all these actions. Are you going to like create a working model allowing more people to join you and do more work for you? Because it's only 3 of you, it might be difficult. So my second question is, how do you get more people to do the work with you?
I'll answer the Professor Huang's first question. Well, our main goal is to let more people know about the issues and the actions to take for stray cats, not just only by feeding them, because as we just said at the first page, the last page, feeding is not just in kindness. It creates more suffering. So we hope to let every people in the community know that if we want to help stray cats, we can help it not only by feeding. There are plenty of ways to help them. Or if you see a cat there and it haven't got ear, its ear, then you can just take him to neuter. To let more people raise the issues and the broad awareness.
I think because you just told us about actually our actions, we have many actions and we can't do it by our own. So we have to go to our schools and we have conducted a club, 30 or more, because we have many lectures in our schools. So I think most of our school students know about this. And we have also working in Guangzhou area. So I think many people in Guangzhou know about this and they will ask about this. So I think we're not just 3 of us. I think most of the Guangzhou are with us. I think the most effective action is the lecture and all the schools things we have done, because the school has understood what we're doing and they're supporting us. So actually all the students are trying to tell other people to support TNDA and TNDR. And also another effective move we want to do is to contact with local caretakers, because these caretakers, they're close to these cats. And sometimes they just feed, it's not because they don't want to do TNDR and TNDA, it's because they don't have enough money or don't have enough power. So we can help them to do N, B, or A, because they want these cats to have a home, but they don't have enough energy. So we will conduct with these caretakers and try to help these actions. And also in our future actions, we have another future actions is we wanted to communicate to other schools, and we wanted to advocate to these students because we think these students actually are the owner of our community when they grow up. And if they have the right thoughts about stray cats and wildlife, maybe in the future they can change our community to stray cats. And there will be more people are helping stray cats. And now we're expanding our actions into the internet. Our radio drama, actually, we have just 150 views. And we think that if more people see our actions and these ways to help raise, it will be more effective into the internet.
So how do you will join you to do this action? And also, I just asked, how do you measure the long-term impact? And yeah, for example, how many stray cats be adopted?
How do we do long term? We will contact with the shelter, and the shelter can give us more, more cats to take care of, and we can give some cats that will be adopted to the shelter. So this can be our long term, and also go to other schools. So if the students is actually joining us, but they're not here today, but they're joining us to do these actions. So they can help us to do these long term.
Very good. So just one point you just mentioned that the cats takers, they do have a lot of cats, but they don't have enough energy to give them away, right? So can you try to help them? Can you guys do something to increase the probability that the cats will be adopted? Do you think that will be a good aspect of your project?
I think first, because some of the cats and the local caretakers are not neutered. So first, they need to be neutered, and we can help them with the adoption because we know more people and we have many social media, so we can talk to more people that wanted to adopt a cat. Actually, there are a lot of people finding kittens, but they don't know where to get them, so they don't go to the shelter, they just buy them. But that is cats in the shelter, and the shelter so we can help them see more cats here. There are cats where local caretakers are, and there are cats in the shelter.
And also, why do we say that we don't have to buy it? Because buy it, it is very expensive, and if you just adopt a cat, then we can just have to adopt it, and then you can just let it have a warm home. But I have to suggest one thing is, if you adopt a cat, then don't just throw it back again. Because if you throw it back again, and then the chaos will start back again.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that was so impressive. I never thought about stray cats from an environmental perspective.
Yeah, I didn't realize they could have such an effect on the environment and other local wildlife.
Exactly. These issues is connected to the whole ecosystem.
It really teaches us not to abandon our pets and to take the responsibility.
Don't let these lovely creatures suffer because of humans.
We should protect both stray animals and other wildlife.
And now we have a short break. Please come back to us before 10 o'clock. Hey Jeremy, did you know Family Mart's just released so many new drinks? They taste so good. Have you tried them yet?
Not yet. Wait. Speaking of drinks, how often do you use disposable cups?
Like 5 days a week. You know, I always forget to bring the circular cups.
Yeah, I feel the same. I was wondering if they provide the circular cups inside.
I'm not sure about that, but maybe the Cup Connect team can help us answer that questions. So let's welcome the Cup Connect team to show us how it's done.
Let's begin our big
Hello everyone, we are the Cup Connect team. Our project is making circular cups simple and natural. We explore the real problems with reusable cups and make them and turn our findings into real action. I would like to introduce our team. My name is Ricky and I'm here with our team leader, Yushan, Jasmine, as well as Timmy and Jim. We are from the SOW Kaohsiung Community Group. We want to find out why people don't use circular cups and make them a part of our daily lives. So why is this so important? Taiwan started the year of the circular cup to stop the use and toss habit. A look at the data, 99% of people do recycling, but only 34% actually follow circular cup. This taught us that even though people care about the environment, buying a cup still feels too difficult. Our goal is simple: turn this cup from decorations into a daily habit. Here is how we spend our time. Phase 1. Field visit, understanding the real problems. Phase 2. We do mystery shopper mission. Finding a pain point in 33 locations. Phase 3. Turn ideas into action. Phase 4. Track the result and improve as we go. Phase 1. Field visit, understanding the actual situation. We focus on 3 key points: rental fees and process, return deadlines, action, usage rate. We visit 6 stores nearby, and 4 of them couldn't provide the service. It is 66% failure rate. Our best impression is Family Mart. It is easy and free, health price there, and you have 3 days to pay it back. During our quick field visit, we found 3 main problems. First, stores show on the website couldn't actually provide the cups. Second, customers fear holding up the line, so they are afraid to ask. Third, posters vanish because they blend into the background.
Our goal. First, our numerical goal is mystery customer testing is to invite different circular cup services on the use. 2. Our store selection criteria. We choose different kinds of store by different brand tests, including both convenience store and fast food chains. 2. Different approaches. We explore commercial areas and residential areas. 3. Different types, easy hours or crowd rounders. And 3. Testing focus, 5 second visibility chain. The customer easily stores the circular cup within 5 seconds of entering. 2. Verbal interception, is a state response convenient or dissident. 3. A 60-second test, recording the time for acting to reserve. 4. Slow system, is it a quick SOP guide for entrance. And then we have 33 homes. Our store is not designed to sell to Zhongshan. This closure was between March 2026 to April 2026 of the simple visits to store. In accordance with check, February March 2011 is about 71.5%, and there are the 2 stores most frequently visited by customers with the high user preference. And there are some photos for our field visit to Family Mart, Starbucks, and 7-Eleven. We wanted to know what your customers experienced. Some of the sales staff were a bit
proposal will be coming out of plan. First, the 5-second visibility check shows that 78.8% of the stores have visual aids, while 21.2% do not. For example, stores like 7-Eleven, Starbucks, and McDonald's have shared visual aids either on the front door, the counter, or on both. Second, verbal interaction observations show that 51.5% of the staff were fluent and confident, while 48.5% seemed hesitant and unsure. However, both groups asked seniors for help. Third, we measured the process time from when customer requests staff help to when they receive the call. 85% took more than 60 seconds to solve the call, while the other 15% met the goal and were quick. The top 3 issues that caused the delays were login difficulty, the system app freezes, call conversion time, staff need to retrieve calls from the back, checking rental progress. They have to recheck the SOP machine because they are unfamiliar with it. Finally, regarding the support system and how SOPs affect service quality, 63.6% of the stores do not have SOPs, while 36.4% do have SOP guides. Stores with SOPs include Starbucks, McDonald's, Family Mart, and 7-Eleven. Overall, the results suggest that Starbucks is leading, with many customers using their cups every day. Their service is fast. Orders are handled out in about 1 minute. Even with the complexity involved, operations run smoothly, and the staff shows strong confidence. In contrast, stores like 7-Eleven and fast food outlets often struggle. Customers may need to download apps and pay a $50 deposit. Key gaps and hidden issues. 1. Many stores lack SOPs. When customers can't find what they need within 5 seconds, it can feel like the service doesn't exist. 2. Most staff aren't trained well, leading to waits of up to 4 minutes, which frustrates customers and annoys staff. 3. Higher cost and more complexity also deter people. 4. Dusty cups left unused and corners collect stick dust, which is a tough worries for customers. Phase 3. Closing the gaps, designing solutions. Elaborate action plan. In-store visual aids. Design stickers to help staff process cups instantly. We also design flyers to show how to borrow a reusable cup. Out of the store reach. We have bookmarks and stickers around school and busy streets to raise awareness. Our team faced several challenges. First, we contacted 7-Eleven through email hoping to build a promotional partnership. However, the customer service team replied that they needed to know which stores have service problems, which didn't meet our expectations. Then we contacted store managers to learn some has already transferred and others couldn't make decisions because of company policy. Finally, low customer demand leads to inefficient processes at some stores, many staff said. Although we are rejected, we learned that successful partnership requires the right persistence and contact. Since our in-store plans didn't work out, our team moved our campaign out of the stores and directly onto the streets. Our team shifted focus to raising public awareness and reconnecting people with circular cups. Revised action plan. First, we promoted our campaign on campus by designing stickers for student handbooks, encouraging families to join. Then we promoted the campaign into the community. We introduced the service, handed out bookmarks, and asked people to complete a short survey. The feedback helped us understand their willingness to borrow or come.
Our stickers and bookmarks design concept art and show green daily life feel and simple in nature. And our slogan is Start Your Circular Cup Life. First, campus promotion. Shared our projects at elementary and junior high schools. Distributed stickers for student handbooks. We visited 4 classes and reached about 120 students and teachers. Second, street outreach and action survey. Target audience, general public on the streets. Survey contest, key focus. Have you ever used a circular cup? Which brand circular cup service do you want to learn about? After our introduction, are you willing to give it a try?
went to LZD Forest Park East Timor and Taiwan high-speed rail zoning station. To do in-person street interviews, 50 valley surveys collected. There were 50 people surveyed, mostly young adults, a bit more involvement. Our report shows that 64% of people have never borrowed. The top reason people don't borrow are hygiene and didn't know. Both can be solved by explaining their service. Who's borrow ways that do people know? Starbucks is the best known, but 26% of people still know nothing. According to our survey, only 36% have actually borrowed one. And after our quick introductions, it rises to 64% are willing to try it. Key takeaway, letting people know is trying to persuade them. And let's move to phase 4, reflection and future action. First, let's look at what we learned and our key findings. Number 1, people aren't against borrowing cup. They just didn't know how. We found that a brief introduction instantly increases their willingness to try. Number 2, smooth service and clear SOPs are crucial. During our mystery shopper test, we felt that customers' anxiety about holding up to the line. Number 3, when the store rules limited our outreach, we shift our action to schools and streets to build awareness. For our short-term wins, we interviewed 6 stores and completed 33 mystery shopper tests. Also developed a prototype for stickers and bookmarks. For our medium-term goals, we shared with 4 classes and distributed 120 stickers. Also, we collected 50 valid surveys and reaching a 64% conversion rate, willing people to borrow a cup next time. So what can we do next? First, from intent to real habit. Our survey measure willingness to try. Next, we will track whether people actually borrow cups. Number 2, win trust with hygiene. Since many people still worry about cleanliness, our next promotion will heavily focus on hygiene. Number 3, go digital. Currently focused on street outreach, we aim to expand our reach through social media like Line and Facebook. Number 4, better maps. Based on our mystery shopper data, we will collect official maps and email headquarters to place the best stores. Policies and digital tools are just a start. Real change happens during every smooth handoff of a cup. Let's make reusable a daily habit together. Thank you for your attention.
Now let's welcome our judges to give us some feedback.
I have a question that, how do you measure your contribution to the waste reduction? because you probably have a field study that you cannot kind of persuade the store manager to help you. So you're doing the customer awareness, but how do you measure your effort to the waste reduction? And so, and also I will suggest you continue to monitor your action to increase the circular cup usage after your project.
Yeah. Thank you for this project. I didn't know this circular cups exist, so thank you for the project, let me know. So I guess you did make a good point that it's people didn't aware of it, and then it's the willingness to use recycling cups is actually low, right? So I was wondering if you can develop some project focused recycle circular cups project, something like I was thinking about a lot of bottles of razors, right? So maybe, do you think that will be something like you can focus on? It's like maybe along the route of the bottles of pass, you can locate some convenience store and then just advertise during the period of the race, or just mention a high-speed rail station that will be your focused spot. You can develop your circular cup project in this particular location. I was wondering if the success rate will increase. So, and then maybe, I don't know, this is some thought coming, I have, so maybe you can kind of think about this.
Thank you for the presentation, same as Professor Lee. I just learned about this circular cup, because I thought I always focus on bring your own. So my question is, compared to bring your own, do you think, because you said there are hygiene concerns, right? Hygiene concerns, they're about it may slow the operation. So would you think that this circular cup idea has a prospect compared to bring your own? How would you evaluate? Like, I wonder if you would prefer bring your own or circular cup. Why? So I would personally want to know what's your preference.
For the third question, I think when we remember to bring our own cups, we will use our own cups, and then if we forget, then we will follow a circular cup because we know it's the For the first question, we measured the impact by talking to our staff and also encouraging the families to use the circular cups through the staff way. For the second question, we made a list for people to write, and we go to the train station for people, and we took a list, and only 34% of people really follow circular. So we want to put program on Line and Facebook or like any other social media to make better audience. And also we will consider the marathon.
This question for you guys. Have any of you used use the circular cup before you guys try yourself? And then what is your own experience? Can you share?
It's really useful, and we don't need to wash it after we drink it. When you go outside, you don't need to bring a cup on your hand, so you can just borrow a circular cup, and when you drink it, you can just give it back.
Third, as the questionnaire show.
No, because they took us to a specific place and they washed it very quickly. So it's absolutely.
Hey Jeremy, do you want to buy some drinks at Family Mart?
Sure, let's do it, but wait. Oh no, I didn't bring my own cup.
No worries, you can just use their circular cups. It's super easy and convenient.
Thank you. Wow, I really love this idea. Thanks to the Cloud Connecting to share their ideas with us.
And as today's event is coming to the end, let's welcome our judges to share us some advice.
I think four teams, they have done a great presentation. So each of you can identify the real world problem, and through your probably the field trip to the store and survey and research, and also interview the expert, and also engage with those communities. Through this action, and you can develop a solution. But I think the most important that you should have established a long-term impact measurement tool for your project. And it's not just a project, it's just not for the short-term the impact. You should think about plan for the long-term. And so I encourage you to refine your project after today, and then share with your experience with others, and so make the impact more important and sustainable. Yeah, thank you.
So this is my first time to be a judge for this competition. I'm quite impressed by everybody's presentation. So it's actually better than some of our university students' projects. So you should be very proud of yourself. So I think they are all very good projects and with very clear goal, and then we take a lot of actions. And actually, I can see you put a lot of effort completing the project. So I just have two suggestions. One of the team mentioned, so some of the project can be more specific and more measurable. And also, as I read your proposal or a project, I'm not clear, is this like a proposal for the future, and then also how much you complete, and then if you have the previous already complete something else. So with the time frame, maybe it's should be a more clear timetable for like a naive judge like me. I don't expose to your previous projects, so maybe that will be helpful. Another thing is, I think CM ecology, I like numbers, so I would like to see more numbers in your projects. Maybe, I don't know, some of the group mentioned they do the questionnaire and then give some statistics. I think that's good. So I wonder if you like if for your future plans, maybe you can provide more numbers for us. And one more thing, a lot of groups you mentioned that you do Google Doc, right, to interact with the people participating in the project. Personally, I feel like it's very unhuman things. For me, I like to interact with people, and then if you come with a lot of Google Doc for me to fill out every day, for me it's could be pretty bothersome for some of the participants. So and then also you said apps or something. I don't know, some of them, I just feel like if I talk to some students on the street, and then they ask me to fill out Google Doc, if I would do that. So maybe you can think of more user-friendly and more interactive way to communicate with the participants. But that's some of my suggestion. But overall, I've been quite impressed by the competition and then all the preparation and also the hosts doing an excellent job. Okay, thank you very much.
I hope you're still okay. Are you hungry? I'll get it quickly. So I'm really impressed. I'm glad to see some of you come back and continue to do the project. So the first one for 20 days, plastic, because you advanced to the habit-changing activity. Oh, where are you? Yeah. I like that you go deeper, you continue. It's really good. But I think, the same as Professor Ling said, did you know there is an app called Gamify? It's Gamify. It's a movement, Gamify. 我说中文叫游戏化的系统，就是说，for example, when you design you use Google Form to track. If they like this, continue to use it. You can go online and check. There's a lot of apps that can help you turn them into games. So you can go through game stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and you get rewards, and you can design online game. There's many examples of that, actually, so you can check it out. It's quite fun, just like Duolingo and stuff like that. I think it's really fun to try that. It's free. Some of them is free. It's called Yoga. And then the next group, the obsession with Louisa. I'm just I think it's just, as I mentioned, the way you interact with headquarters, you can change that a little bit. But I would say, if you wanted to make it sustainable, it should be something you can also carry through to different brands, to different company, not just Louisa, and it should be something easier to adopt for companies. So I would say maybe you can turn it into turnable. We call it hand and run. Hand and run, just something you get, you can take it and run with it. So design, we call it little turnkey package for the little store can adopt right away. That's my recommendation. And then for the Paul about the cats, I think it's the same thing, because I couldn't see, I think you have done a lot of action, but for me, I would like to know, so eventually, did those people that feeding cats, are they still feeding? How many people stopped feeding? That's what I would concern. I would say, oh, did we successfully stop feeding in the neighborhood? At least maybe in this whole area, nobody's feeding it. So I would like to see if you have a goal and very specific number of people, or at least telling us maybe only this neighborhood we want want to achieve this year, that there's not going to be more feeding, something like that. Otherwise, it's just action, but I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, so that's my recommendation. And the last one, circular cup. To be honest, I also have hygiene concern. So, and I would compare to bring your own. So I would say, if you do circular cup, maybe you can propose. You said there's some. They have a hygiene process to clean it. Is it? So it's really clean. But why people have concern? If it's really clean, is it like a germ killing machine? Is it? No, it's clean by hand. By hand, then that will be a problem, to be honest. It's not clean by a standard machine. Oh, so it's not completely done by machine. But anyway, so I would say circular cup is a great idea, but until that concern being addressed, I think it's difficult, to be honest. Yeah. So people need to rethink how you can do, if you want to continue, maybe you can focus on different, or you can help those companies do a better hygiene presentation to show people it can be very clean. Otherwise, people will really be scared of using it. That's my recommendation. Thank you.
We appreciate all of our judges for sharing such valuable feedback, so all teams can fine-tune their project. Next, let's welcome the event organizer, Mr. Ko, to come out to the stage. Please have Mr. Ko present our judges with certificates of appreciation. First, please welcome Professor Yu Huiguang to come up to the stage. Next, please welcome Professor Lin Yijing to come up to the stage. Next, let's welcome Ms. Huang Tingyu to come up to the stage. Now let's welcome Mr. Ko to give us some words.
Finally, it's done. Take it easy, okay? I really admire you kids coming up here, because I know for sure that at your age it's not easy to come up here and speak in English in front of all these audiences, and also being asked by those tough judges, some tough questions. And you have to understand it and also try to answer. I know it's not easy, but you have done an excellent job, because I know that when I was at your age, it's impossible for me to do that. Okay, so first of all, give yourself a big round. And also it's not easy to be a judge. I told the judges that whenever you come up here, don't give too much compliments. Give harsh comments, and also ask questions. And best of all, you can give them some doable suggestions so that they can help improve their projects. And also, I would like to remind you that English is just a media of communications. So when you stand up here, you have to, since you have spent so much time working on your projects, so you must feel of excitement. You want to tell everybody how you have done this, I've done that, instead of, this is the project that I've done, blah, 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 blah. It's not fun, okay? You have to make it fun. Make yourself feel fun, and then the whole thing will be fun. The same thing. Let's welcome these two hosts. This is the second time he acted as a host. And I believe this is the first time. Okay. It's not easy for them because when we recruit volunteers for hosts, there was only one guy, which is he, Hummingbird. He said, I want to be a host for English session. Okay. Then I said, how about the next one? Does anybody wants to be a host for English session? He said, I will do so. So they have done a lot of job also with the help of Hummingbird. Hummingbird's mother has tried to get some English guide or American guide online to help them improve their English, and they did it very hard. So give them a big hand. And also I would like to thank this and also other helps, because without those volunteers, no one can control time, control the doors, and everything for us. So this event cannot be successful without all those volunteers. And today there are around 60 volunteers and only 3 staff members from the Society of Wilderness. So thank you guys for coming here. Hope to see you next year. Have fun, okay? And the lunch will be ready around 11:30. And don't forget, I will give the mic to the host.
Let's give him a big hand. Wow, after watching one amazing presentation after another, I feel like I've learned so much today.
Totally. Here's thanks to all the presenters, mentors, and judges for your incredible hard work. And with that, the 12th Environmental Action Forum English Section Finals is officially wrapped.
Wait, don't leave just yet. Here are a few quick reminders for what's coming up next.
Our lunch will serve at 11:30, and it will at the middle of the hallway in this building. And our closing ceremony will hold at the same venue as the opening ceremony. And
it starts at 2 o'clock.
Finally, thank you all again for being here. We wish you all the best and hope the results are everything you hope for.
Thank you, everyone.
现在是我们的大合照时间，然后请大家可以，好，就坐在原位上，可以集中，如果太旁边的可以集中。
我希望你的头会很重要，所以可能要挺直。好，我现在看，如果没有看到你，我会跟你说，弟弟，那个黑白弟弟，左边这第3个你就是你嘛，那我这里，看一下我可以看。I make sure everyone look at me, okay? Okay. So I need your big smile. Because we're going to follow the trend. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, yay! One more time, 1, 2, 3, yay! have fun? Okay? When I say you guys have fun, you say, okay? Okay. Okay. You guys have fun? Yay! Very good, thank you.
请大家稍安勿躁，稍安勿躁。就是现在请各小队的互评表都完成了吗？如果还没完成，我们现在会留5到10分钟的时间，然后请小队完成互评。